Unbeaten throughout February and looking to continue that run in our last game of the month. This week's In the City looks ahead to Saturday and welcoming Jackett to Cardiff City Stadium. And you can check out the stats behind the Wanderers' season so far that has taken them up to 8th position in the league in this week's Know Your Opponent. But first we are over to the Gaffer, who spoke about that better defensive record as of late and the unity that has come about his side.
The January window was a very big time for us. A lot of players leaving the building and one or two new players coming in. And all that process takes time. It takes time for the new boys to settle. We had some very difficult fixtures, as you know, over Christmas. We didn't get the results that we wanted, but over the last 4 or 5 games, things do seem to be coming together a little bit. We're certainly a lot stronger defensively, as you say, lots of clean sheets, and it now, finally, we've got that win, so things are looking a little bit brighter.
And after leaving the DW Stadium with the 3 points on Tuesday evening, Russell reflected on the win and the performance on the night.
The biggest factor on the night was the pitch, the conditions, and the team that played the conditions, and it made it awkward all evening, but we got a really good goal which gave us something to hang on to. We came under pressure from Wigan, particularly 20 minutes after half time, but you know, the goals, they've scored 2 goals, but they're both offside. It's a fact, they're both offside. So in the end, the fact that we've got that goal, we've deserved it. Why do I think we've deserved it? Because it's easy to say that, oh, we deserve the win when you've won a game 1-0. I think we deserve it on the back of the 4 games that we've had where we've drawn all 4, where we felt as if maybe at Huddersfield we had the best chance of the game. Maybe at Sheffield it wasn't a penalty against us when we drew 1-1, and we felt like we were owed that kind of little bit of fortune if there was going to be any fortune in the game, and you know, we've worked hard to achieve that win over the last 4 or 5 games, so it's all credit to the players that everybody has shown a terrific attitude and character and desire to get the 3 points.
On the back of that win, the Gaffer went on to look ahead to welcoming Wolves on Saturday.
Just so happens, I mean, Wolves are in incredible vein of form. They're scoring goals very freely. I think they scored 3 or 4 the other night and 3 or 4 the game before. So we know we're up against a tough team. They just seem to have hit form at the right time. So they'll be desperate for the points. There's no doubt about that. See if they can push on and get a top 6 slot. But look, we've got some momentum now going into the game, and that's important for us. And we continue to want to improve. There's a will to improve within the group, and you know, it will be a great victory if we can put one over Wolves on Saturday. But we know it will be a very difficult game. They've got pace, real pace and energy, and they counter-attack exceptionally well. And we know it will be tough.
And finally, he discussed injuries for the game.
Well, still kind of 50-50 with Peltier. Malone's going to miss out. He's still going to be probably another 10 days. There are a few soft tissue injuries from Tuesday and all the games that we've had, so it's a second-day recovery for many of the players today in an effort to get them obviously in shape for Saturday, because we need them available again because they put in such a good shift. But look, at the end of the day, if there was 1 or 2 new faces have to come into the team and take their place and put a performance in, I'm sure they will, because we saw that on Tuesday with Joe Rouse. He came into the side at left back, which is not a familiar position for him, but he did a terrific job for us, and I think that goes to show the willingness of the group that we've got together, the togetherness now of people coming into the side and wanting to do really well.
Wolves arrive in Cardiff on the back of 2 straight victories over Rotherham and Fulham, racking up 8 goals in the process and recording back-to-back clean sheets. Those 6 points lifts Jackett's men right back into playoff contention. They sit now just 5 points shy of that all-important 6th spot and only 11 short of league leaders Derby. In terms of goal difference, the past 7 days has moved Wolves firmly into the positive column and on to +6. While individually, both Bakary Sakho, who netted twice in Tuesday's win over Fulham, and Noah Diko are in double digits for the season. Away from home, Wolves have recorded 4 wins in their last 6 league matches, yet just one in their last 3, and that includes a 2-0 defeat to informed Norwich last time out. Whilst player turnover has been practically minuscule compared to their peers, just 8 new signings have made their debut all season. They are the only Championship club to have fielded 3 players assigned to one squad number. Loneys Danny Graham and Yannick Sagbo both wore the number 12 jersey prior to Benik Afobe's arrival from Arsenal in late January, and he already has 5 goals to his name since donning the black and gold.
He has been key in our improved defensive performances since his return from the African Cup of Nations. So let's hear from the man dubbed Manga the Magnificent himself.
Regarding the Championship itself, what is the difference between this league and Ligue 1?
A lot of it is about battling. There are a lot of duels, and it's really physical. It's a tactical league, and that means there are less goals. You have to stay in the game, and you have to keep concentrating throughout. The referees are also less friendly than in France, but that's pretty much it. The Championship is a very good level of football, as is Ligue 1.
Champions League, ça reste un très bon niveau. Voilà, la Ligue 1 française aussi, c'est très bon niveau.
What do the supporters call you? It can't be easy for the Welsh to pronounce Bruno Ecuele Manga. Do you have a nickname yet?
No, même pas, je pense
No, I don't. Some don't even say the whole name. There are some that call me Manga, Bruno Manga, or simply Bruno, but there we are. I'll take it. It's funny.
J'accepte, je prends et c'est bien, c'est super.
Here's what's been going on elsewhere around the club. Matty Kennedy and Yohan Doyle came along to the presentation of the Getting to Sport and Leisure course run in conjunction with the Princess Trust that was held at the Cardiff City Stadium last week to congratulate and show their support to the participants. Our Little Dribblers sessions commenced at the House of Sport this morning. The sessions are for 2 to 4 year olds that run every Thursday at 10 AM to 10:45 AM and 12:45 to 1:30. The staff members of our community foundation participated in a U-Bridge match this afternoon as they took on the staff members of Park Prison, who were close partners to the social inclusion department at the foundation. Our women's development side made it into the semi-finals of the South Wales League Cup after beating Pontypridd ladies on Sunday afternoon. Ellie Wenger scored a hat-trick to gift the Bluebirds with a victory. Bloxham Harvey's young under-18 side beat Charlton Athletic on Saturday, bringing home the 3 points after getting a 3-2 victory. They'll look to get the 3 points at home this weekend as they take on Colchester at Leckwith on Saturday, 11 AM kickoff. And our development side were in action on Monday night at the Cardiff City Stadium, where they drew 0-0 with Millwall. Their next league match will take place on Monday the 2nd of March, again at home to Coventry at the Cardiff City Stadium, 7 PM kickoff.
You know how this part of the show goes. Bit of organised chaos mixed with a bit of fun. And this week we've roped in Gunnar and Malone to play How's Your Touch table tennis. So similar to table tennis, minus a racket, with a bigger ball and incorporating a little footwork too. Oh, what a serve! That's a hell of a serve, it's nice. Oh. Nice as well. Yeah. Oh! Scott Malone takes the first game, and he was flying in the second too. Oh! Then came the longest rally of the match. They seem to be getting into the swing of things now. 3 times lucky for Malone, winning that for game point. And he almost got away with this one too. Oh, well saved. You cannot use the wall. You can't use the wall. What's that, 15-40? Yeah. Game. 2-love. Can Gunnar redeem himself? He did, by taking the next game.
Totally redeem yourself!
Ace. Important game this one then, since it was first to 3.
Hey! What?
50-0. 30-15. That was decent. Game point for Gunnar, who was going for it. Too ambitious, Juice.
Didn't get it high enough.
Oh. And in a turn of events, Malone was now on match point. There it is! And headed out by Gunnarsson, it was all over at 3-1.